These beauty gadgets promise salon results at home. So today I'm testing viral beauty tech to see if they're worth the expensive price tag and if they live up to all that hype. Starting with this Bio Beauty Glow Facial Hydro Infusion Pore Cleansing Tool. That's a mouthful. But I was so interested in this product for one reason and one reason alone. On TikTok, I've been seeing so many people show the gunk that they were able to pull out from their face in this little chamber. And I said, I need to try that. It comes with the main gadget right here, which is the suction tool, along with the Glow Facial Concentrate, which we will be testing out a little bit later. But it also comes with extra suction heads, a cap, a charging station that looks like it's a USB charge, and a little mini cleansing tool because you're gonna need it for when you clean out the waste chamber. So if you've ever heard of a hydrofacial, it's basically a type of facial where they go in at the salon and they remove the blackheads and gunk in your pores and they infuse your skin with the serum throughout those pores. It's like a double vacuum where you vacuum your skin. It basically sucks out the blackhead from your skin and then infuses it with water and serum. It claims to remove oil, dirt, buildup, and then infuse it with hydration, hyaluronic acid in here, and salicylic acid, which basically helps to prevent pimples. So let's see how deep it goes. All right, let's give this a try. Okay, so first off, I'm supposed to add the concentrate into the treatment chamber. There's a line that shows where I fill it up with the concentrate and then I fill the rest of the way with water. So earlier I said there were two tips. This big one is for your cheeks and for most of your face, and then the smaller one is for your nose. So I'm gonna be swapping them out halfway through. So I'm supposed to start it on low, but my face has to be semi-damp, probably to open up the pores. And luckily, I've been breaking out a little bit, so hopefully it'll suck that all right out. Okay, so as soon as you turn it on, the blue LED light goes on, and this is supposed to help cleanse with like acne issues. Okay, let me start on my forehead first. This takes practice. I'll make it look so easy. Do you see like the suction here? As soon as I put it on, it's like hard to move. Okay, let me damp my face a little bit more because this is hard. Rookie mistake, take two. Okay, let me just go like this. That's like pulling my skin down. This is hard to use. I just want to see gunk. Let me do it right here. So those beeps are telling you to move to a different section, but I can barely get this section done, so I'm gonna keep working on it. You can hear the motor just sucking away. So as I'm suctioning it over my face, I can see it vacuuming and then depositing the water and the concentrate onto my skin because it leaves a little bit of a drip. Let's do the nose tip. Whoa. I have pretty big pores on my nose and I could actually see it getting clean. I do think the smaller nozzle makes it a little bit more challenging to use. I felt like I was able to cover more bases with the big one, so I'm interested in trying it out with the larger nozzle around my nose. But I am able to glide a little bit better with the smaller one. I tend to get little spots right here called milia, and that's just due to buildup. I wonder if this will take care of it in the long run. One thing I notice is that if I'm not using it upright and I'm bending it too far like this, it beeps because it wants you to stay upright. And if I tilt it at a slight angle, it'll stop suctioning. Okay, that beep also means I'm out of juice over here. I don't see any water or concentrate left. So let's do the reveal and see how much gunk it took from my face, because that's the most satisfying part. Oh, ew. That's oddly gross and satisfying at the same time. There's a little bit of air bubbles in here, probably just from the suction, but for the most part, I could see stuff floating around. And then for the waste, you release it through this chamber right here. Not as brown and gunky as a carpet cleaner, but that was pretty good. I'm in my day. Let me see how my skin feels, if it feels as soft as everyone says. I mean, it's not an exfoliator, so I would say it's not as soft as they say on those TikToks. It's still kind of rough, but I did see a lot of pores getting sucked out. There was a lot of like little bumps here earlier that right now I feel like is pretty smooth and it looks fairly clean. I do think for a first try, it was very good and I'm excited to use it again. So I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. And next up, we have this 3-in-1 scalp massager. This scalp massage comb is supposed to help you relax, help your scalp with circulation, and you can even add a few drops of oil to turn it into a scalp treatment. So it comes with this nice velvety feeling pouch and with a USB-C charger that takes up to 2.5 hours to fully charge. Outside right here is where you get the massaging head, and then we also get the drain head, which is basically where the oil that you add in this cover right here comes out to distribute as you're massaging your scalp. And there's also an infrared light right here that's supposed to help with hair growth. The results from the infrared light would have to take probably months for me to really test that, so comment below if you want to see me use that and get massive hair growth or not. But in the meantime, let's test out the massaging capabilities. Look how crazy this is. There's 2 speeds, that fast one or the slower one, but like the combs going in and out, it just kind of gives me trypophobia. It's like someone's hand going like this to my head. But as you can see here, there's the LED light, so let's see how it feels. Oh, it's weird. Okay, so it actually slows down. Oh my god, it makes my skin crawl a little bit. Ah! Okay, but let's talk about the red light therapy that's supposed to stimulate hair growth. So the thing is that I don't feel like it's that strong. The red light therapy, like as you can see, it shines through right here, but if I brush it over my hair right here, like how is it gonna go through my hair? Like how does it go through my hair to meet the scalp line, the skin? So I feel like that's just more anecdotal unless you pull your hair into sections, which I guess you could do. I'm doing it on the slower speed, and again it just goes like fast, and then it slows down as it touches your scalp. Okay, but now let's try to add the scalp oil serum in there and see how it distributes. I'm using this Vegamore Grow hair serum. It's nice and light. I love the packaging. Let's open up the cover, and then you're only supposed to put a little droplet in. I'm gonna try the top of my scalp so it's a little bit more visible, but I'm not really sure where it's gonna come out through. We'll see. Oh, it is coming out. My hair does feel a little oily. Let's try it in sections. Maybe I didn't move around too much, but it does feel kind of concentrated. Oh, I feel it kind of dripping down my temples right here. It does feel very relaxing, like I'm getting a scalp massage. So it definitely does distribute the hair serum. You can see my hair is a little bit more oily now, but I think I just need to move it a little bit faster and like move it along the scalp line into sections. I could see myself using this for 5 minutes a day. It does feel very nice. It stimulates the scalp line very well. In terms of whether it's gonna help my hair grow faster or more is to be determined. I don't think the red light really distributes that well unless you move it into sections, which you should anyways, but you definitely should be moving your hair like this instead of just like brushing it like a brush. Overall, it's pretty easy to use, and I'm gonna give this 3-in-1 scalp massager a 9 out of 10. Now that my scalp is all nice and massage relaxed feeling, let's test this Curl Pro Plus wand that I've been seeing all over TikTok. Brooke Monk even says that she's saying goodbye to the past because this is the future of hair tools. This definitely does not look like any of the traditional curling irons that I own. It's basically an automatic curler where you're supposed to stick your hair into the chamber right here, and then it rotates and gives you the perfect automatic curl in seconds. Now Brooke has really long hair. Mine is not quite as long, so I don't know if it's gonna work, but I've also seen things like this go haywire where the hair gets stuck and the results are not so pretty. Let's curl my hair. Okay, so once you turn it on, there's a rotating button here that you can press depending on which side you want your curls to go in. So this curls this way, and then stop. This is the heat indicator. It's still heating up, and it's been maybe like 30 seconds, but I'll go ahead and demonstrate where this one will curl the other way, unless one is to release and one is to not, but I think you just pull it down to release based on the videos that I've seen. Okay, so I add a section of hair in here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared. It's hard to see where you stick it. You stick it in this middle portion right here, just so it holds. Press this button, and then it automatically curls. Oh, it's pulling a little bit. Okay, and then if you want to let it go, it stops automatically, and then you pull your hair. What? That is a very curly curl. Oh my god! That actually looks looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. So you have to get a small enough piece that it sticks all the way into this top right here. Let me get closer to my scalp. And we pull it out. I was very tempted to pull it out right away, which is why I have this kink right here. That was a user error on my part, but it literally just takes seconds. I don't even think that was like 30 seconds. Ooh, I can definitely feel the heat against my head, but my hair kind of got a little bit tangled inside. It beeps when it tells you it's ready. Oh my gosh, so curly. Okay, let me finish the rest of my hair. I finished the whole half side of my hair in like 3 minutes, so let me go ahead and switch directions, and then we'll finish up the other side. You can kind of see steam coming out of my hair. Last curls coming out, and as you can see, it gets really tangled if you can't see what you're doing. And oh my gosh, I don't know if it's frying my hair, but it's steaming. And I look like curly Sue. But this is the result, and let me just comb my hair out really quick. Oh, it's so bouncy. Whoa. And it's shiny. It looks so nice. This is something that I would be able to get from a salon. I could never curl my hair like this. You guys see how I normally curl my hair. It just looks kind of flat. This is super bouncy. There are areas in the back, like I said, where it was a little bit harder to reach, so I wasn't able to curl it quite as well, so like it looks a little bit wonky here. But for the most part, I'm getting old Hollywood hair vibes. Wait a minute, I need to take a selfie because I think this looks so good. What do you think? And I just upgraded my phone to the iPhone 17, so I'm gonna definitely use the front-facing camera. But this is the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and I'm a little nervous because people on TikTok say that it bends or curves and the back scratches easily, and it just doesn't feel as durable as the last version that was made out of titanium. Somehow it also feels a little bit lighter and maybe even more fragile, which is why I need a solid case. Enter Toraz with these 360 stand cases that's helping me cover all my bases. But let's test out their claims because they say they have really bold designs, and I like that this one is not too bulky. This is the Q3 Veg Skin, and it looks very sleek, almost like an accessory I can slip into my bag. They also have the Q3 Air with clean lines and various colors. The Q3 Air has air cushion corners that have triple impact protection, and it's even been drop tested to military standards. No scratches, and hopefully no dents. Yeah, I was scared for a moment. There's also these dot matrix grips on the side that's supposed to help me hold my phone securely. And since I vlog and take photos a lot, it actually does help grip. Definitely not falling out of my hands here. But the best part of all, and is my favorite feature, is this O stand right here. It has an O-ring that works smoothly into any angle, vertical for scrolling, horizontal for YouTube watching. I can even watch my favorite show while I cook. I can put it at this angle, higher at this angle, and it's perfect for me to prop it up on my desk while I film my YouTube videos. If the iPhone 17 is as fragile as they say, I have nothing to worry about because Toraz has me covered and protected. And if you guys want to see the full lineup of all the Toraz cases, check out my link in the description below. And thank you to Toraz for sponsoring this part of the video. I'm so impressed with how the last hair gadget works. This one hopefully will be just as good. It's the GHD portable hair straightener. It's a cordless mini flat iron that claims to give you salon level results anywhere, including your car, on the plane, on the run. It's super small and sleek. The only thing that I don't love is that it's only a 1-inch plate. I usually need a lot more for my hair, especially my bangs that I just cut. I love how sleek this hair straightener is, but for $300, I don't know. But in the package, it comes with a little carrying case on its own. That's super cute. A charger and its own cable. I have so many beauty gadget cables at this point. Gotta keep them organized. But since this creator was able to turn her curly hair straight with this iron in the car, I think we need to go somewhere and try it out too. So I live by the water and my hair gets crazy frizzy, especially these bangs. They just tend to curl, so this could be really useful actually. So it's fully charged. Let me go ahead and just switch it on, and it's supposed to take like 30 seconds to heat up, and it should make that little sound again once it's ready and hot. It's ready. Yeah, I would say that was about 30 seconds. The plate outside does not feel hot. The battery feels warm. Okay, yeah, it actually feels hot now. Let's see how this does. The girl on the TikTok was able to straighten her already super curly hair, and since mine is freshly curled, I want to see if it can do that too.
Whoa. Okay, so I actually have to do a few passes to get it kind of wavy, but I do have to say my hair holds a curl like no other, so I will give it a pass. Look at the difference between the curls. So this was not bad. But let me see the bangs. Ooh. For reshaping my bangs, I would say that the 1-inch plate is actually perfect for that. The straightener I have at home is 1.25 inches, so it covers a little bit more, and so I feel like I have more handle. It's great for touching up my bangs, but anything more than that, like if you want to go from curly to straight, this on-the-go thing is not gonna necessarily do the job. It'll give you a wave still, but for $300, I don't know if it's worth it. This is a great brand, and I know they make awesome hair tools, but for the price and just the size of it, I'm gonna have to give this cordless straightener a 7 out of 10.
You might recognize Therabody from that massaging gun, but now they've moved on to some beauty tech, including smart goggles, which is supposed to essentially be a high-tech sleeping mask that's supposed to have massage therapy, vibration therapy, heat therapy, biometric sensor, and free Theramine sound content. Whoa. All within one. Whoa. This is the heaviest eye mask I have ever seen, and I'm not sure if you're supposed to wear this while you're sleeping because I already know I will not be able to sleep with this on. It weighs maybe 3 to 5 pounds. It comes folded like this, but you can expand it out, and then the inner part that goes against your face, it's padded with a wiping, like kind of like a fake leather type. It's soft, and on top there's a button where you can activate all of the functions. This one is like sleep, heat, massaging. Some people were very divided on this product on Amazon. Some people called it a miracle, they can't live without it. The vibration and the muscle helps them relax, reduce their anxiety. Where some people said the inner part right here doesn't stay flush against their face and it doesn't even touch. There's an expandable strap here, quite stretchy, but you can also adjust it to fit your head. Apparently I have a very big head, so I need to expand it a little bit more. In terms of the comment about it not fitting the top of my head, I do think there's a little gap I can put my finger through right here, so it does not stay super flush. And almost like if you press it in, it suctions your face, but it feels very heavy for me. I should also mention this is the first item in all of our gadgets that did not come with its own USB-C cable to be charged, but since I have so many already from the other gadgets, I'm not too mad about it. All right, so let's give the Therabody a try. And just for context, this is my regular sleep mask that has the grooves here. It does a fine job, but it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that the goggles do, but I also don't think you're supposed to sleep in the goggles. Regardless, let's turn it on and give it a try. Okay, we're gonna go one by one with the function. This one is the Smart Relax, where it's supposed to do the brain function. Basically, it uses a biometric sensor to detect your heart rate, and it syncs the massage rhythm to it. And to get to that mode, I just have to press this button, and I can already feel it massaging. It's like vibrating. Supposedly, it's best used before sleep. I could see that. Oh. Oh man. So it doesn't do anything around my nose, but it's definitely gripping the sides of my temples and my face right here. It's almost feeling as if it pulls in and it gives this like wave vibration. It's an odd feeling that I wasn't sure what to expect. It kind of clamps to my face and then it lets go. And then there's this little motor that slowly tightens around my eyes. The massage is quite loud. You get this like vibration into your brain where it's just like zoom, 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 zoom. I don't know if that's very relaxing or not. But let's move on to the next function, which is the focus or concentration mode. This is supposed to give gentle pressure on your temples and just a mild vibration to improve alertness. Supposedly, it's ideal for work or like when you've had too much screen time. With this function, since it's a lighter vibration, I'm gonna try it with the heat mode to see how hot it gets. Oh, it warms up fairly quickly and I can feel the heat radiating under my eye right here. It's not too hot. It's just a very nice padded heat, almost like I just put a warm compress to my eyes. And the massaging is not anything like the last one. Kind of like when you get your blood pressure where it like expands and squeezes your arm, where it actually feels very nice. I like this mode a lot better than the last mode, but it works a little too slow in my opinion. It does it in waves, but like one of the reviews said, it doesn't touch my face all the way, so I'm really only feeling it in specific spots. If it had touched right here, I feel like it would be able to massage the whole face a little bit better. Oh yeah, now that I'm pressing it in,
It definitely feels better, but it's a little loose. Even if I tighten it, it never straightens out completely. Let me see if I lie down, that makes a difference. Nope, I still feel like a gap right here. I could definitely fall asleep to this. Speaking of sleep, there's also a function for that, which is sleep mode, where it's supposed to give you lighter compression with slow rhythm and warm heat to help you drift off. And while I'm at it, I can even access the app and play some sounds. Let's listen to some rolling waves. From the app, I can also adjust the vibration. You know what? This feels exactly like the first pulse, and it's a little strong for me. Okay, we're gonna play the peaceful soundscapes, and I also have to wear this for 5 minutes in order for it to get my heart rate and show what it is on the app. Okay, I think it's been about 5 minutes. Let me stop this and see what the heart rate monitor says. Oh, is that accurate? I feel like that's kind of high. It says I started at 146 beats per minute and I ended at 146. My heart's not beating that fast, and I'm pretty sure every time I go to work out, it takes me a good 5 minutes to get up to that point, and I'm on the elliptical, like working out. I don't know if I trust this thing, but I also don't have anything else to measure my heart rate now to verify that, so that is gonna be inconclusive. For almost $200, I'm not sure I love it. The vibration on here low-key sounds like my neighbor is running his lawnmower, and that's not a sound that really relaxes me, honestly. I thought there was built-in speakers in here where it would play the music like the relaxing sounds, but it seemingly only comes through your phone, so those are the only controls you have. It's just a fancier, vibrating, heated version of this. It's not my favorite beauty tech tool. I'm gonna give this Therabody Smart Goggle a 6 out of 10. And now for our most expensive item of all. This is that viral Shark Beauty LED Cryo Glow Mask. Yes, that same brand Shark that makes the vacuum. Apparently they're going toe-to-toe with Dyson and expanding into hair care beauty products. Except I don't think Dyson has an LED mask like this yet. This is as if like the stormtroopers had their own beauty routine. Whoa, this is so crazy. So apparently you can personalize the mask to fit your face. Just try the clip-on chill pads available in the box and adjust both straps. Okay, so you can just clip it on and chill. Okay, but let's review all of the features real quick. It comes with a cable. This is the charging battery unit, and the back of the mask has all of these lights. You have an option of red, blue, and infrared LED light therapy, which I will be testing for you later. But apparently the red light is for better aging, the blue light is for skin clearing, and if you use the combination, it's for skin sustaining, whatever that means. And then down here is a feature that I haven't seen on any other products before. This is the under eye chill pads, and just putting it on earlier, it was so cold and very, very relaxing. A full charge is gonna take up to 2 to 3 hours, so let's go ahead and get this fully charged and then we're gonna test it. The mask is now fully charged. It charges up in about like 2 to 3 hours. Upon turning the remote on, you have to go through a whole demo. So let's see what's in store for us. Press to select and pause. Rotate to scroll. Okay, these are all very self-explanatory. Okay, here we can adjust the cooling setting. Before putting on the mask, wash and dry your face. Done. Slide this buckle simultaneously to adjust the strap. Ensure proper fit. This should lightly touch your skin, and it should properly have contact with your eye. You're supposed to moisturize and do your skincare after the routine. So let's do this. With better aging, I can do that in 6 minutes. There's a whole menu. There's skin cleaning, which eliminates acne-causing bacteria. That takes 8 minutes. Skin sustain. You can maintain smooth, even skin that glows. Ooh, you can even under eye revive and adjust cooling routine without the LEDs. I want to test the LEDs. So I think today we are gonna go for the better aging, which will activate the red LED. This smooths fine lines, wrinkles, and firm skin. I'm gonna test to see how bright the lighting is and how that chill. Oh, it is so cold. Definitely have to adjust this top strap because it is sitting a little high. Feels a lot more nice and snug. I feel like Iron Man. Now we are going to activate. Okay, with the chill setting here for the under eye, you can choose 3 different levels. I think I'm gonna go for the lowest one because it already feels pretty cold. And oh my gosh, this is so bright. I feel like I've just been blinded by like a flash of red light. But then once my eyes adjust, I feel like the room should be a lot darker than it is right now. I'm looking around to see how the lights are distributed, and there are points where it's a little bit brighter than the rest. So like right here around my nose, around my temples, and then probably around the forehead right here, and the chin is where I feel like it's the brightest. Even with the lights off, I feel like this mask is still so bright. Whoa, I just noticed in the camera there's like this light going on right here, but there's like really no blue light inside the mask itself. So the mask feels kind of heavy. It feels like I'm wearing a bike helmet on my face. But with 4 minutes left, let's see if it's comfortable enough to scroll on the phone and do normal things I normally would with the face mask. Oh. If you need to use this for the blue light, which I didn't try, let me actually just turn it on so you guys see what the blue light is, but I have some thoughts about this. I look like a stormtrooper. The red light was significantly brighter than the blue one. The blue one I can handle. When it flashed up, I'm like, okay. The thing is that there's a silicone padding right here that sits comfortably around the top of your eyebrow. However, these chill pads, they're not exactly contoured to fit against your face. You have to have contact with your face, but then it's angled in a way right here that presses in, and after maybe like 2 minutes, it kind of hurts. And especially if you're lying down scrolling, it's not comfortable. In terms of whether this would be effective with the red or the blue light, that's definitely gonna take some time. So if you guys wanna see a deeper dive on this mask, testing it against other masks, let me know in the comments below, and does it make me feel like I wanna whip it out and use it every night because it's not super comfortable? If it actually works and does solve everything that it says, might be worth it. But for my first time, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. My favorite products in this video has got to be either this Beauty Bio or the curling wand. I really love the Shark Cryo Glow too, but it's to be determined whether the effects actually work from the light. But if you like this video, go watch me test TikTok's most viral beauty products. Bye!